ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಬಾಡಿಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಚ್ಚಿದಾಗೆ ಪರ್ಚಿದಾಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬ್ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ನಾವು ದೂರದಿಂದ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗುತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
He says, I buried the bodies. I just want to sleep without guilt. Imagine burying 70 to 80 bodies and living with that guilt for almost about 20 years. Near Dharmasthala, a man says he was forced to dig graves one after another. Women wrapped in newspapers, a girl of just 15 years old, carried in a jeep to her final pit. Even bodies dissolved in acid. He says, here, human life just had the value of a dog. Threatened, beaten, silenced until today. This is his confession, and he swears it is the truth, a truth that still lies buried beneath the soil of Dharmasthala. Let's look into little deeper. A former sweeper in Dharmasthala has now come forward with chilling revelations. Belonging to his scheduled caste community, he says he was forced into the role of a grave digger, burying dozens of bodies over the years. He says, I came here in 1994. My elder brother got a job at the temple and I joined as a sweeper near the riverbank. For 3 months, I worked at Bahubali Beta and the next 3 months inside the temple. We used to see bodies lying around. Some looked bitten, some looked scratched, and some were even bleeding. We had no choice but to continue our work. According to him, threats kept him silent. Let's see what he says. They told me the man who buried bodies before me was also killed and buried. They said they would do the same to my family if I refused. I became scared. I had no other option, he adds. The whistleblower claims that in spot number 13 alone, he buried 70 to 80 bodies. And that burial was treated with the same value as disposing of a stray dog, and just like that. But he recalls even more disturbing incidents. He recollects near the Marigudi temple, there was a woman buried in acid and then wrapped in a newspaper. Later, the body was shifted in a jeep and buried near Netravadi Sangatha close to the bathing gut. Supervisors were always there, making sure that nothing is going wrong. Sometimes even room boys came along to make sure it was done. I also have buried a woman from Kerala here, he added. And there was a young Malayali girl about 15 years old near the Kalleri petrol pump. They took us and the girl's body in a jeep along a winding road to bury her. Afterward, the neighbors bought me water to wash my hands too. These all are stories, but says this is the truth. He fears many bodies have never maybe recovered. He added, every day I wonder, why aren't the bodies being found? Who moved them? He also says in some places JCBs were used, in others the mud was shifted. He recollects that while he was decomposing or digging up this body, the mud was almost, the soil was black in color, and now it is nowhere here visible. He also added that there have been landslides. Forests have also grown, and since it is almost 20 years, it will take time for him. He adds operational details that could complicate the recovery too. He says earlier the pits were at the lower level. Later, they built a bund and filled it with soil, almost near to 15 to 20 feet. If they remove the transformers and dig deep, there are chances that they will find bodies. But removing the transformers is a big task, as we all know. While his testimony brushes against possible political cover ups, he insists he is not speaking as a politician. He says, I studied only up to class 3 or 4. I just know my job. I don't know how to speak as a politician. And he is not here to take or talk conspiracies too. He added, I am here to confess what I did. I did not do this by choice. I lost peace of mind. For over 20 years, I could not sleep properly. I came here because of my guilty conscience. I don't want money, I don't want anything, I just want to sleep peacefully. This was the words by him. He says he has shared names privately with the investigators, that is, the special investigating team, and he is sure that they will look after this. He says there are others in this, and I won't name them here. I have given the names to the SIT, in which they will question them so soon, and he also added some has even started questioning. The SIT has already recovered remains, but the whistleblower insists that there are many more bodies. In Kumata Hill alone, I buried 10 to 20. If they dig deep enough, they will find them. His testimony now hangs heavy over the investigation, raising one question that refuses to rest. How many more secrets lie buried beneath Dharmasthala's soil? It is an unanswered question, and we don't know if ever it will be answered. This is Ink Without Fear by Chandni for the Unmasked Indian, writing the truths they want you to forget. Until next time, keep your eyes open and your questions even more sharper.